Friday, April 5th, 2024. I've been wanting to do a notes video with some voiceover, so here we go. This is that.
Like the book, like I'm the Bible, you the Reverend. I want to tell the truth to you. I want to talk about my days as a youth.
But I'm anxious to see your video today, so.
Yeah, I don't.
Is it going to be a memory lane, a walk through memory lane?
I don't know what it's gonna be. Yesterday I was cleaning out my desk and I found my old hard drive. That same day before I left the house, I grabbed my camera and I shot some black and white photos with it. And in the process, I was thinking of how much fun I used to have just messing around with my camera or cameras in the past. So today I figured I'd grab that old hard drive and see what was on it. And since the eclipse is coming up, I saw this sign for the eclipse on Monday. I figured I'd look for some photos of the Great American Eclipse from 2017 when I was at Harding University in Arkansas. I couldn't find those pictures, but I found a ton of footage from my first week at Harding.
Give us a wave, give us a wave. Yeah.
Around that time, before I went to Harding for spring break of freshman year, I took a trip to New York with Adrian, Leo, and Caleb. Found clips from that, and I don't think I've seen these clips since 2017, which is kind of crazy to think that that was 7 years ago now. So the clips that I opened the video up with are clips from 2018. I don't think I could pack my tripod in my luggage, so I had to have my mom or my grandma mail it, and I was making a video on getting my tripod back from home. Oh, yeah, I remember I had this weird short film idea where these guys in these bagged heads would kidnap the guy, and it was supposed to be just like a little short 30-second thing, and it didn't turn out too well. I did a really bad job directing, and I don't even think I had editing software at that point, so I had to put it together on some like third-party editing software. So I never finished that, and I never really found the right music to it. But I do kind of like the vibe. Might have to revisit that at some point.
Prince. Ah! Ah! Camera,
what is happening?
When I first started out, I did a lot of time lapses, and this is from the Kinzu Skywalk. I can't remember what year. It was probably summer of 18. Trip with Zach took us out on his boat. We went up the river and we camped. We did that a few times. Those are good times. Yeah. Oh yeah. And then right before I left for Harding, August 2017, Crow was doing some new music, so we were filming a lot of that. And there's just a ton of drone footage because I was messing around with the drone all the time. I went to Harding for my second semester of my junior year in 2019. And I got there, and I was there for a few days, and I really didn't like it, to put simply. So that Friday, I left. I flew home. And This is a clip from around then. I was just making like short little videos and putting them on Twitter. I think I made them for like a month. So Notes is kind of my second iteration of it, but a little more involved. But I mean, it's a simple clip, but it is kind of like everything surrounding it is kind of interesting, you know, in terms of my life, which means that the clip coming out of the tunnel must have been that same day when I was coming home. COVID really put a damper on things. Graduated from college. But I think the most important thing that year was I finally upgraded my camera to my Sony A7 II. I'm kind of trying to figure out a theme for all of this because it was really weird going through all of this footage. Yeah, I feel like recently I've been thinking, man, not much has changed, but then I look back and it's, you know, I'm looking back at 7 years of my life, which is crazy. You know, I was 18, now I'm 25, and, you know, everything has come a long way. And it's weird, like, COVID happened, whatever. COVID wasn't really, I'm realizing wasn't even that big of a factor in my life. It was more of like going to, I'd say the biggest things were probably going to Harding. So yeah, I'm not sure where I'm going with this at all, if I'm being honest. But this is kind of the whole point of this Notes series, if you were curious. I wanted to make sure I wrote every day, and I wanted to make sure I was using a camera every day, and I wanted to make sure I was practicing with editing software every day. And so far, I've done that to a degree. I've missed some writing recently, and that's strictly just me being lazy. But I have not missed a video. And I think the biggest lesson I've probably learned over the past 2 years, since probably fall of 2022, is the importance of daily practice and how daily practice has really changed, you know, my life recently. You know, even if it doesn't feel like you're making progress, in 7 years from now, in the year 2031, which is weird to say, I'll look back and I'll be thinking the same thing, like, wow, I've come a long way. And yeah, I'm not sure where I'm going here, but I think there's definitely something here. And I think I'm definitely plan on exploring this more in the future. But it's just crazy. Come a long way. I think that's all I gotta say. There's probably gonna be no conclusion to this. What do you know? This is really weird. But yeah, here were a bunch of clips from the past 7 years of my life. And yep, that's April 5th, 2024. Notes. Peace. I don't need to say peace. That's April 5th, 2024. Notes. See you tomorrow.